What's up, everybody? Josh Engleman here for Stokastic.com, back with the process, closing out the work week. It is Friday, August 12th. Be sure to hit that like button. That's the big one for me. Love seeing that number climb. Subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell so you know when everything goes live. I got to give a shout out to Prize Picks, sponsor of this show. I talk about them a lot. It's because it's a great deal. Use the promo code AWESEMO. So click that link in the description of the video. Use the promo code AWESEMO, AWESEMO. Get yourself up to $100 on your first deposit. You don't got to worry about sharks, optimizers, anything like that. Building parlay cards. You hit 5, you get 10 extra entry fee. Plenty of tools at Stokastic.com that will help you out. So, I played a lot of stuff yesterday, and all of it went to shite. MLB was looking good, and then all of a sudden, gone. Tennis basically never looked good. I've been dipping my toe into the tennis waters as of late. Round 1 showdown was not good. So bad, in fact, that I forgot to register for round 2 last night. So we're going to talk round 3 showdown for the PGA contest, the FedEx St. Jude, at the end. But first, I want to show you guys where I'm at for baseball. So 150 lineups in the mini-max. As per usual, it went poorly. If I quickly pull up my base view here, and then get myself added back in, I could show you guys what I had. And this is really a shame too. I was really happy for a bit. So pitching was fine. Framber Valdez, I was heavy on. He was great. Edward Cabrera, I was neutral on. That was great. Cease was great. That worked perfectly for me. Otherwise, that's just pitching. Nobody cares about pitching. Pitching's the easy one to try to handle. Hitting on the other side. So I was very exposed to, for some reason it's not showing me the sum. Let me add this back in. Value sum. There we go. I was very exposed to Colorado, very exposed to Houston. And that was primarily your 5-mans, your 4-mans, big stacks. Colorado was looking great. They were the second highest scoring stack of the slate. I was very happy to have them. I didn't really have the right stuff, however. So while I did have Brendan Rodgers, who went for 18, and I did have Ryan McMahon, who went for 14, I was light on Sam Hilliard. I was light on, well, relatively neutral on Servin, but very heavily exposed to Charlie Blackmon in the leadoff spot, who was awful. Iglesias in the 2-hole, not all that good. Montero, 0. Randall Grichuk, 6. So a lot of exposure to Colorado that immediately just died. I was underweight to the Cardinals, who were not doing very well. And then all of a sudden, couple quick swings of the bat. Goldschmidt, big dong, neutral here, but not enough. Gorman, way under the field. He went for 21. Under on Arenado. Under, well, neutral on Dickerson. But the guys that I did have, not great. Like, this is 13% of the lineups dead. 16 dead. 11 dead. 16% on O'Neill. 0. So I didn't have enough of the top guys for the Cardinals. And then Arizona just woke up and started smacking around Pittsburgh, a team that I did not have. Emmanuel Rivera went for 30. I had 0. Varsho went for 18. I had 1. So I didn't have enough of the things that mattered most for St. Louis. I didn't have any of Arizona. Colorado and Houston were great. Bregman went for 25. I had 27% Bregman at 7%. That was great. But Martin Maldonado had a 3-run dong. I had 3% of him. Not ideal. Gurriel was fine. When it was Colorado playing really well and Houston playing really well, I was up into the top 50 of the mini-max. I had a sweat. And then it was St. Louis dong, here comes Arizona. Everything went into the garbage. Best stack I had was a 5-man Cardinal stack. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Still didn't even get into the top 1% or even to the top 2%. Just not an ideal lineup as far as I'm concerned. Garrett Hill in at pitching so I could pay up a little bit more at hitting. Did not work. Tennis, even worse. Played 20 lineups. Got 2 of them into the money. Not that we're worried about getting into the money. Here were the big issues. Swiatek. I don't even know if I'm saying that correctly. It doesn't matter. Most expensive. Nope. Second most expensive person on the slate. 75% of lineups for me lost as the 1 seed. So ended up losing 4-6, 6-3, 5-7. out of there as the 1 seed. Terrible, terrible performance. Monfils, or however you're supposed to say that, had to bail after the first set, lost the first set, and got out of there. So 2 of my top 3 exposed tennis people took a beating. That was not going to be enough. Sinner was my 5th most exposed person, lost. A lot of upsets yesterday, and I was on the wrong side of them. So I ended up having nothing of value in the ace. Got to 100th here. It was duped 8 times, which is not ideal, but Swiatek not winning, it certainly didn't help. Evans ended up holding on and upsetting Fritz, but did not score well. So just one of those days. Ultimately, the highest scorer ended up being Nick Kyrgios. I was neutral to the field there, but second highest scorer, I had 20%. That's half the field. 4th highest scorer, I had 0. Never going to win on days where all of these dogs win. So tennis, awful as well. Golf's not looking great. It's been a bad week. I need to get back on the right path. MMA is coming up tomorrow. That is one I'm going to nail. But I'm also going to nail round 3 showdown for the PGA. And I got the contest pulled up here. If you've got the money to get into the flop shot, I think this contest looks fantastic tomorrow. 15K buy-in, 200K prize pool, only 15,000 entries. It's expensive, 2,200 to max, but even throwing a couple shots, I don't hate in showdown. 43 times your buy-in if you get into the top 1%. Prize pools fall off after that. If you can max the drive the green, it's a $5 entry, 85 max tomorrow, 12K prize pool only, but really good payout structure. The short game is probably what you're really looking for if you're limited in funds. It's a 20 max. You can build all of those by hand if you need to. $20 to max it. Great payout structure, 38 times your buy-in. I'm going to definitely be getting into the short game, and I will likely get into everything else here at the bottom. I'm not going to get into the long drive, although it's fine. I will get into the dog leg, the albatross, and the caddy. That'll be 23 lineups, $70. Really the best that I can do here. There's not a lot else that I would want to get in for showdown, but round 3 showdown in the FedEx St. Jude, we're going to clear out a bunch of the dead weight at the bottom of the tournament, and playing well is massive. We got guys moving on into the second round next week, a significantly smaller field than we see this week. So a lot to play for. It's going to be fun to watch. I'm excited to see it. That's where I stand for round 3 PGA. We're still sweating the main slate stuff. I'm going to need Scotty Scheffler to go quite low. That would be helpful. I'm going to need Rory to wake up, and I think he's been playing very well. If I look here, Scheffler is teeing off at 1 o'clock, so he tees off in about 15 minutes. He's got a 50-50 shot at making the cut right now. Gonna need that one. Rory, my second most exposed golfer right now, is 3 under at this moment, so sort of ahead of the cut line. He has a couple holes to go, but he's got 4 birdies and a bogey. If he can get another birdie, he should be safe, and at which point he could actually try to salvage. I don't have much else that's going well here in golf this week. JJ Spawn is somebody that I have a little bit of, but I don't expect JJ Spawn to be sticking around. Most likely to win the tournament right now is Tony Finau. I faded Finau, so there's that. Need to cross my fingers and just hope things break correctly for today. It always feels bad when your guys don't do well in round 1, so we'll see where we end up. It's another week of the process. This is a quick one. Need to break out of this schneid, build some more momentum. I thought I had it coming out of Saturday with the MMA bink, but unfortunately, tennis disaster, golf disaster. Not fun. Tennis is going to be the new thing, though. Keep your eyes peeled for that. I'm going to be dipping into the tennis streets a lot. And then golf, stay tuned. Tuesday afternoon, I will be on the PGA Strategy Show with my man Ben Raza, so make sure you're watching that. Thanks to Prize Picks for sponsoring the video. Good luck tonight. Enjoy your weekend, everybody. I will talk to you later.